Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the official draw of the European Dodgeball Championship 2022. My name is Leonie and I will be your host for this evening. Of course, I am not alone. I will be accompanied by my wonderful co-host, Teresa.
Hi all, my name is Teresa and I'm happy to finally be able to bring you the draw for this year's Euro. It's now almost been 3 years ago that the last Euros were held in Newcastle, so I'm sure you're all very excited to finally compete again.
Today we will perform the draw for the categories men, mixed and women. This year will be the largest Euros we've seen so far, with 46 teams in total. There will be 4 groups of 4 for the men and 3 groups of 5 for mixed and women.
This evening we'll do the draw according to the EDF draw regulations. For each category there will be pots which are based on ranking. We'll start with the women's group. Since there are 3 groups of 5, we will have 5 different pots to draw from. Which country is in which pot will be shown below. As per default, since the Netherlands is the host nation, it will be placed in Group A, place 1. And now we will draw the remaining countries from pot 1 to fill in Group B and C. So, Group B will be Austria. And for Group C, place 1 will be England. For the second pot, Group A, we'll start with Northern Ireland. For Group B, we're gonna have Italy. And now the last one for pot 2 is going to be for Group C, and that's Wales.
Now we will continue to draw from pot 3. For Group A, it's going to be Scotland. For Group B, we will have Ireland. For Group C, we will have Czech Republic. Moving on to pot number 4. For Group A, we're going to have Switzerland. For Group B, it's going to be Sweden. And for Group C, it's going to be France. And lastly, we're going to draw from pot number 5. For Group A, we have Spain. For Group B, we have Hungary. And for Group C, we will have Belgium.
So this will be the final groups for the women's category.
So that are some really exciting groups we have here.
They sure are. And while you were looking at these exciting groups, we've already prepared the following pots for the mixed groups. As per default, again, since the Netherlands is the host nation, it will be placed in Group A on place 1. And now we will draw the remaining countries from pot 1 to fill in Group B and C again. So for Group B, it is going to be England. And for Group C, it is going to be Austria. For the second pot, for Group A, we will have Scotland. For Group B, we're gonna have Italy. And finally, for the second pot, for Group C, it is going to be Northern Ireland.
Now we'll keep on going to draw from pot 3. So for Group A, we have France. For Group B, we have Czech Republic. And for Group C, we have Wales. Now we'll keep on going to pot 4. For Group A, we have Switzerland. For Group B, we have Sweden. And for Group C, we're going to have Ireland. And now the last pot, Group A, we have Belgium. For Group B, we're going to have Croatia. And for Group C, it's going to be Spain. So this will be the final groups for the mixed category. Once again, a lot of interesting groups.
You know what also will be interesting? Attending the closing night, and we have some nice things planned for you.
Very good point, Teresa. Well, as you all know, the Netherlands is the host country for this year's championship. So we're planning the whole evening around the Netherlands and the Dutch culture. Under the theme Bohemian Backyard Gala Dinner, you will experience what Friesland is all about. With food trucks, traditional Dutch games, and a magical atmosphere representing typical Frisian farmer markets, we're all about bringing together tradition, gala, and of course dodgeball.
So keep an eye out on your inboxes. You will be receiving an invitation soon, and we hope to see you all on the 17th of July to celebrate the sport we all love and bring everyone together for one last evening.
Now onto the final draw, the men's category.
As per default, since the Netherlands is the host nation, it will be placed in Group A on place 1. And we will now draw the remaining countries from pot 1 to fill in Group B, C and D. For Group B, it is going to be England. For Group C, it is going to be Northern Ireland. And finally, for Group D, it's going to be Austria. And now we'll start the draw from pot 2 for each group. For Group A, it is going to be Scotland. For Group B, it is going to be Sweden. For Group C, it is going to be Ireland. And finally, for Group D, it is going to be Italy.
So now we will keep on going with the draw from pot 3. For Group A, we have Switzerland. For Group B, we have Wales. For Group C, we have France. And for Group D, we're going to have Czech Republic. And last but not least, we're going to draw from pot 4. So Group A is going to be Hungary. For Group B, we're going to have Croatia. For Group C, it's going to be Spain. And lastly, for Group D, we have Belgium. So this will be the final groups for the men category.
Well, we definitely have some nice games looking forward to, and we are very excited to welcome you all in Netherlands in July.
Until then, we wish you a lot of fun with your preparations, have a good time and a safe trip to Drachten.